Morning, this is Ben Rogers. This is the Property Diary. This is Monday the 5th of November. Slightly bleary-eyed. Just about to go and do some ugly marketing outside Chatham train station. I'm going to be working with one of my mentees this morning, Martin. He's got two properties he wants to get tenant buyers for. He's got a what's a student HMO? We're looking to sell it on a single let basis, and also an executive flat down on the waterside. So as you can see, if I just pan around there, oh my god, it is only 20 past 6. By the front door there we've got the old classic ugly sign, the A board, so we'll be doing that. Yeah, I've got some leaflets I'll probably hand out as well. I've got a property over in Reading that I'm looking to find a tenant buyer for, and I may even put out some of my sort of We Buy Houses. You'll see I've got the ridiculous hoodie on. I don't know if you can see that from behind, probably not with the way I'm holding this, but got the old We Buy Houses all over it. So I'll let you know how it goes, and speak to you in a bit. Sorry, I'll speak to you in a bit. So here we go. This is just myself and Martin just outside Chatham station. You can see got the old ugly yellow boards on. Got mine down there as well. As you can see, this is Chatham station. This is early on Monday morning. Whole bunch of
early. Lovely day though.
Whole bunch of happy faces out here this morning. You know, just the art with doing A-boarding is just getting a smile on people's faces. Yeah. You know. We were lucky with the weather this morning, we didn't get wet, and hey, there's a whole bunch of leaflets. What, about 300?
Yeah, just over 300, yeah.
And I'd say taking about an hour and a half, maybe
about
and 3/4.
I suppose, yeah.
So there you go. That's Ben and Martin just sign off from Chatham Station. So here I am, about half an hour later. I'm now up at Bridgewood Manor Hotel, just waiting for a quick meeting. I thought I'd just give you a quick recap on the leafleting that we've done this morning, myself and Martin. Been outside Chatham Station. There's an art to leafleting, and what I mean by that is that you need to make people smile. You need to get a little bit of fun going. You need to look. It's Monday morning, for crying out loud. People in a right mizgog old state, they're just about to get on the train to go to London. They're not in the best of moods. They've probably had a nice weekend and all of a sudden it's work again. So make them laugh. You can use all sorts of phrases saying, but the first thing that you need when you hang a leaflet out is this: a great big smile. If people don't see a smiley face, they're not going to smile back. Just check it out and play around with this today. Smile at somebody for the first time and see what happens. The funny thing is, if you smile at somebody, you tend to get a smile back. It's just human nature. But have fun with it. So what I mean by that is, if you get somebody coming along and they've got, like I've had today, hats, it's cold. Oh, what a best hat of the day, fantastic. You get somebody with a scarf or with gloves on, say, oh, do you know what? That's what I forgot today. No wonder my hands are so cold. And every single time you see something, it's like, hey, how you doing? Fantastic. If you're quick, you just get the train. Look, and I just give you this leaflet. Look, if you know anybody who's trying to sell a house at the moment, I'd love it if you could pass it on to them. I'm desperate to sell my house. You know, I've tried selling my house with local estate agents. It ain't working. They're no good. They're rubbish. Thought I'd try it myself. Just have fun with it, okay? And you can very, very quickly give out a whole bunch of leaflets. Okay, so look, I just want to give you that feedback. Myself and Martin had good fun this morning. Here I am. I don't know if you can see that behind me. I've got the fire roaring, well, glowing behind me, and I'm just waiting here for a meeting with my social networking guru. I'll probably sort of catch up with you a bit later on this today because I'm back in the office making a bunch of calls. I'm also then going up to London later on this evening. Always B&B Facebook groups getting together tonight, so I should be seeing my buddy Sue Maxwell Smith, Mark Ianson, Glenn Armstrong, a whole bunch of people there, great networking and all sorts of stuff there as well. So this is Ben signing off temporarily, but no doubt speak to you a bit later on today. Take care. So here we go, this is a change of clothing. Yeah, look, I'm out of my bright yellow stuff now. I'm actually up in London, I'm at Canary Wharf. You can probably, if I just turn this round, look, that's the view tonight. That's not a bad little view, is it, eh? That is London town. So I'm up here, up in London, up in Canary Wharf, just been listening to Glenn Armstrong, Mark Hanson, Rena Maurer, here at Always BNV Facebook group. So what have I done since I spoke to you literally about 3-4 hours ago? I've had a long conversation. Like, do you remember the deal that was like 1.6 million that had come to me from Rob? He'd finally got back to Rob. I've had a conversation with him. It's a property that is a lovely 5-bedroom, 4-reception room property. It's a marital split. Owns it outright. Trying to work out who gets what money once it's actually all divvied up. Had a good 45-minute conversation with him, stroked some ideas past him. I think you're looking at different timescales. He wants to do it absolute maximum, probably about 18 months. I'm thinking more about 5-6 years. So there's a little bit of negotiations, shall we say, there. We talked about a straight-off deal, which would be like a cash deal, and we're talking about 1.2 million instead of 1.6. So, and that doesn't work for him. They're looking at a minimum of 1.5. So I'm going to float some ideas past him on email because he needs to speak to his wife about it. But remember, guys, I would never go to somebody's house if I was only going to see one of the people. But on the phone, you can have a conversation. I will probably need to have another conversation with both of them. And right now, really, they're probably thinking that they'd much rather just sell it outright. They've got a couple of people of interest. I think they had second and third viewings, but you know, they're not actually doing anything yet. And here we are in November, only a couple of weeks away from Christmas. It may not happen at all this year. That's when the motivation changes, etc. So the way I'm looking to kind of scope this is potentially get him to get some funding out on the property, so get a mortgage on it, release probably a couple of £100,000, which will allow both them to cover their rents and their accommodation and living expenses for the next sort of year, 18 months. And then we can look to put in something for them long term. Now, is it a chunk of money up front? Is it a chunk of money each year? Is it some now, some later? Is it a return on the money they left in the got left in the property? I don't know. But if I chuck a few ideas at them, he can then go back to his ex-wife on speaking terms, but she's still living in the property. So that's where the challenge lies, and we'll see what happens. It's in the hopper. Who knows what's going to happen, but 45 minutes, he's on board. He's an ex-accountant, ex-city broker. And what he's doing at the moment is he is now kind of got a bit sort of more entrepreneurial, and it sounds like he's got some startups going on, so he might be interested in the cash. So that's it. Just been up here to London town, to the BNV first group up in London. Good evening, good networking. But quite interestingly, when I got here, I was a bit late because of the traffic coming into London. And instead of being able to park in the car park downstairs behind the locked barriers, I had to park right outside. Now, this is what I love about this ugly marketing, okay? Get back to my car. What's that underneath my windscreen? Somebody has put their name and telephone number under my windscreen. Here's my telephone number, by my house. I guess they probably saw my car. So that'll be something I'll be following up tomorrow, and I'll let you know what that's like as well. So there you go. This is Ben. This is the Property Diary. This is a very pleasant London town this evening. I'm going to say goodnight. This is Monday the 5th of November. In fact, there were actually some there were a whole bunch of fireworks going off before, but I think they've all sort of finished. So from Ben, from London town, this is good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.